Weintraub on the crash investigation because she has good contacts with the FAA. And that financial reporter that we just hired, I want her to dissect this airlines because they're dancing around this like they had a lot of practice.
Got it. Anything else?
Well, I'll have more assignments at the story conference.
What story conference?
The one I'm holding in 45 minutes. Alice, go on.
Okay.
Now, that's what I call dealing with your issues.
I guess it's obvious.
Well, you know, if you're going to bury yourself in your work, it's a good reason.
You know, after everything that went on and that happened, I didn't even ask, you know, why you were on the plane. Do you have family?
Brooke, let's not do this, okay?
Are you okay?
Yeah. For a guy who walked away from his own funeral, I got no complaints.
You know, I guess I've just been caught up in my own madness, and you were so sane and solid after the crash. It just never occurred to me how you might be affected, and I mean, no wonder you didn't say anything all the way back from the airport.
Yeah. Well, you know, as long as I concentrate on the simple stuff, I'm all right, but I can't think about the past without wondering what I could have done differently. And I can't think about the future without, you know, remembering I almost didn't have one.
Brooke! Oh, Laura told me you were here.
Oh, Aunt Phoebe.
God, you're all right.
I'm sorry I didn't call you. I'm okay.
Well, I'm not, darling. I've been sick with worry.
What are you doing here?
What am I doing here? After your terrible ordeal? The question is, what are you doing here?
Are you feeling any pain? Must be the drugs. I feel nothing. Oh, Edmund, if there is anything that you need, anything at all, tell me. It'll be done. I feel fine. What about the kids? I can take care of Sam and Madeline if you want me to. Haley and Mateo have that covered. Edmund, I know this is hard. Have you given any thought to the arrangements? What kind of ceremony? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'll come back later.
No.
I have to do this. Edmund, I can handle everything. A simple ceremony, the Wildwood Mausoleum. You get well. For Maddie and Sam, I will handle everything else. Thank you. I'm sorry. Thank you, Dimitri.
Aunt Phoebe, this is Jim Thomasen. Jim, this is my aunt.
Hi, nice to meet you.
How do you do, sir? Are you sure you're all right, darling? A friend of mine was at the airport, and she called and told me that you made quite a scene.
Oh, they had more than that coming. You know, they care more about the reputation of the airlines than they do about the safety of their planes. They've been stonewalling me all day.
Sometimes you just have to go a little crazy or you might drive yourself nuts. Listen, I'm sure you want some time alone with your Aunt Phoebe, and I should scare up a hotel room, so I'll be in touch. It was very nice meeting you.
Thank you.
I'm just sorry it was under such unpleasant circumstances.
Yes, I know.
Bye.
Oh, darling. It's so dreadful about poor Maria.
I know. I was really grateful when people had heard because, you know, for the first few hours, most people I talked to, they didn't know, so I had to tell them that Maria was dead. And it was like she died all over again. I can't imagine, you know, how Edmund is coping with this.
But, sweetheart, how are you coping with it?
Look, I told you. Really, I'm fine.
Darling, how can you be? You haven't slept. You haven't been home to change your clothes. This is your Aunt Phoebe you're talking to, darling. I mean, how can you tell if you're all right?
Aunt Phoebe, what can I do to convince you that I am all right?
Well, for one thing, you can act as if you have been in a plane crash. Have you forgotten all about Jamie?
No. Not at all. Laura told me he's perfectly okay.
But does he know?
He's at the beach. He's with friends. He doesn't know. He doesn't know. If he saw me, he'd know. He'd see it in my eyes, and he'd hear it in my voice, and I don't want him to know. He's just a little boy. We're going to be fine. All right? We're going to sail through this. If you need to worry about somebody, worry about Edmund and those children. I mean, I am alive. Thanks in a large part to that man that you just met.
And I am so grateful, darling. Believe me, I am so grateful.
I know.
Yeah, so it looks like my visit to Pine Valley, PA will be taking a little longer than I thought. Sure got off to a wild start, though. Yeah, not even a scratch. That's right. I tell you, that plane going down may have been the best break of my life.
Come on, look, I just have a couple of questions for
Hey,
you.
get your story somewhere else.
What time is your interview?
You remembered?
Well, yeah, of course.
I'm skipping it. It's not a big deal.
What are you talking about? I thought you were interested in this.
Well, there are other jobs. You know, listen, why don't we have something to eat, and then we can go home, you can get changed, we can, you know, watch some movies, just relax,
Honey.
chill out.
I'm in the middle of writing this article, and Edmund's out of commission, and I really need to put the magazine to bed.
Alone?
I've done it before.
You know, all those people working out by the water cooler work for you.
The magazine is my responsibility, all right? Speaking of which, the interview, I want you to go. Come on, I want you to go.
I can push it back.
First impressions are important. Laura, I'm fine.
I still have my part-time slave gig at Holidays.
You don't need another job. I thought you wanted to do this.
Well, I did, kinda.
All right, I don't want you to miss an opportunity because you're worried about me. Okay? I want you to go for it.
If I go, do you promise to eat some of this stuff?
Deal.
And quit soon? No burning the midnight oil?
Well, who is the mother here?
Hey, I'm gonna be calling to check in on you, young lady.
Good luck. I love you, dear.
I love you too.
Okay.
Got a minute?
Not right now.
It's important.
Roberts is fielding research
He can't
problems.
help me.
Right, so make it quick.
I misplaced a business-size envelope marked confidential. Edmund must have had it with him on the flight. Maybe he gave it to Maria. She could have been carrying it. Did you see it?
Maria is dead. And you're wondering about an envelope?
I feel sick about Maria, too. And that's why I'm trying to pitch in and do my job here. That way Edmund has one less thing to worry about. If I don't get my hands on that envelope...
I'm sorry. You know, we're all a little ragged. And I'm sure that Edmund will appreciate what you're trying to do, and I will ask him about the envelope.
No, don't bother him about it. I'll take care of it.
Skye? I do remember seeing an envelope marked confidential.
You do? Where is it? Where's the envelope now?
Everything was destroyed in the cabin.
But Maria had the bag with her the whole time, right?
You know, if I had known it was that important, Skye, I would have left Maddie and I would have brought the diaper bag out instead.
I'm sorry. I just thought that if I could find it, that...
I'm sure whatever it is, you'll find the information again, right?
Right. I'm sure I can. I'll just, get out of your way.
Bad time?
Had any good ones lately?
My good times ended with a bang.
I think you should make that a pop.
Pop? Yeah, that's a sound I'll never forget.
Engines fail and engineers explain.
Just people die.
How do you explain that?
To the families left behind, you know.
Have you slept?
What's that?
Have you eaten anything?
What tastes good?
Nothing.
Maybe we should write a book.
Yeah. The post-traumatic stress syndrome diet.
That's right. Step 1. Put a knot in your stomach while you're going down.
Stick a big lump in your throat.
Make swallowing impossible.
And watch the weight melt away.
Hey.
And the only staple required is coffee.
Yeah, coffee.
Plenty of it.
Please.
Well, allow me.